How has football affected your international modeling career?
Yo, you guys are real? It hasn't affected it in any way. It has not.
Can you do blue steel?
Something like that?
All right, let's do it. What's up, guys? We're going to see my friend Subi, T6 Prints. See part of the design process, show him some designs, get some ideas, and hopefully print some things out today. So let's get it. We'll do it again. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Let's do it. Yeah. I grew up I was privileged, obviously I didn't receive racism in the way that is typically known, but I did grow up in Belgium where there's English and French and German and Dutch, and so in different areas you'd be like discriminating based on your language.
Yeah.
And so the way that I find sports is that sports is able to unite people, and it was in Belgium when the national team plays together, everybody just loves each other.
Yeah.
So there was no more language, there was no more skin color, it doesn't matter where you were, it was just sport brought people together. So the idea is to have kind of 10 most iconic moments from different sporting events, and to represent them in a way where you don't see skin color, you don't see any type of distinct things, but if you play the sport, you know exactly what moment it is.
Okay.
So for example, we got Michael Phelps, we got Jordan, we got Messi,
Yeah.
we got Tiger Woods, we got stuff like that.
So yeah, I've always loved designing stuff. I've always loved clothing. I've always loved being able to wear something that inspires me and not having to go out and buy it at the store, and being able to say like, oh, you know what, like this is something I associate with, and if nothing's out there, can I make it myself? Like I know I can make it myself, so why don't I just do that? It's Arion Moments. Arion is a mythic Greek horse, and he was the fastest horse, but he's also immortal. So the idea behind it is to represent sporting moments and the idea that they live forever, they're iconic, and that's why I want to give back. That's why I want to share this, that sports is maybe the only thing in the world, apart from maybe music, that allows people to come together, celebrate, love each other without any type of prejudice, any type of language barriers, any type of cultural, racial. It's just a place to enjoy yourself.
This is print 1.0.
Print 1.00. Prototypes. It's tough with design because you're never finished. Like there's always something more you can do, or something more that you think about, or you have other ideas, and you're like, and then you want to put it all in the same idea. So it's never a finished product, but
our fan base, I think, would want to know, when will this be finished, and when can they get their hands?
you know what? I've been wondering myself, but football is obviously the main focus. But whenever I get a spare moment, a little bit, hack away at it. So hopefully in the off season we'll get a finished product. There we go, 1.0.0. Can I put it on?
Yeah.
All right, first one. There we go.
Let's see it. Oh, nice. Should we do it maybe a bit higher up?
Is there a mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
A little bit higher.
Like, so the arms are a bit higher.
Even though I'm not, I guess, an architect now, I still love it. I still love everything that's design. I love creating stuff. I love being part of that, being part of the design process, and I guess I'm always thinking about things. And so I love designing clothes. I want to design my own shoes at one point. Designing stadiums would be crazy. But yeah, I love sports overall. I love watching Formula One races. I was there with the AlphaTauri with Pierre Gasly and Yuki, and it was amazing to see everything that they're doing. how much they focus, how much they prepare for their races, and all the work that goes into it. I had no idea that it was that intense. Yeah, it was crazy to see. You know, you think there's a lot going on in the football world, but in every sport there's different things. And I think you can learn stuff too. As a footballer, you can learn about mental preparation and visualizing and all these things. So I love being around other athletes and seeing how they succeed. So I was born in New York and I lived there till I was about 8. Then I moved to Belgium, grew up there, spent my middle school, high school there. My mom says I was always kicking the ball from when I was born, but I would say at a young age, I was playing tennis. I was also playing soccer. And whenever I would lose a point in tennis, I would lose my mind. So I had to pick a sport where there was other guys around making mistakes too, and I could blame them. So I was definitely a very emotional young kid. I think that's kind of gone away, but yeah, probably around the age of like 10, 12 is when I really focused on soccer. I think the culture in Europe is very different, where if by the age of 16 you're not looked at or being signed to a professional contract, it's kind of considered that, you know, that is done for you. And I'd accepted that. I was ready just to come to Toronto for school to study architecture, and something that I'd loved. And then, wild story, but I ended up playing for the university. And that's where I kind of just got that love for football back. Started playing just because I enjoyed it. Would go play with my friends. So I was doing my master's, and it was a moment where I was just really going to class, doing projects to do projects. And in architecture, you really need to have a passion for it. You need to know what kind of design style you have. And I wasn't there. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take a year off of school. I'm gonna work for a year, figure out what I really like, where I wanna go, and what my direction is in that. So I was working with a property development company here in Toronto. And about like 5 months into the job, I got a call from Pacific, and they said, we know your situation, what you've been through and what you're doing, but we'd like to have you come out and see how you are. And I didn't think about it twice. I just said, yeah, I'm going. So within 2 weeks, packed everything up and I was gone.
Taken short. Bernardeschi, tricky, what a ball in! And they finish inside the 6. It is Lukas MacNaughton for Toronto FC. His first for the Reds.
You obviously joined up with the team in training camp. What was your first impression?
I was obviously super excited. In terms of the playing level, I don't think there was that much of a difference. It was really just the decision making, how smart guys are, and they're always thinking way ahead. So definitely adjusting to that was exciting, but my mentality for the last years has just been really every day, pretty much give everything you got. So even if things aren't going your way or you're injured or whatever, the team's not winning, you know, just do the little things and everything in the end will add up and pay its dues. So at U of T, when I was at U of T, they used to host this coaching conference, which where they take coaches from all over the world that would speak about the game and educate and all these things. And we would be playing as the university players, ourselves and the women's team. But then there was also TFC Academy kids. And the other day, Jaquil said to me, you know what, like, you remember the U of T coaching conference? And I was like, yeah. He was like, I was there. So I'd played with Jaquil when he was probably about 12 years old. I was in school. So that was a funny moment. But yeah, guys like Jonathan Osorio's younger brother, I play with at university. So the guys that are on the team now, I've heard of them, I've known of them, I've looked up to them for years. So yeah, it's pretty cool to be playing with them.
What do your teammates think about your mother?
Oh God. You know, they keep it pretty quiet, honestly.
Oh God.
I've got the stick for it before, but everybody's pretty respectful here.
I imagine your agent couldn't have been happy after that Columbus match.
No, actually, so I had to shoot a couple, maybe days later or a week later. Yeah, I didn't have a full black eye, but my eye was still bloody. They're good at Photoshop these days, so they figured it out.
It's the Chris Show. Chris Mavinga Show. On today's episode,
Chris is a good guy. I think we get along off the pitch. And definitely as center backs or anywhere on the pitch, you need to have a good relationship with the people next to you to complement each other, know how each other moves. So yeah, we speak a bit in French, we joke around, we're always talking about stuff. Ultimately, you gotta have fun on the pitch together, and I think we do, and that helps a lot.
You can see Lukas is making a big step. It's good to have some guys from CPL play on MLS, especially as a Canadian. So I feel like I've been there too. So if I'm here to help him, I will do for sure, because I've been here for a long time. So I try to give him the good advice and make sure he can play his best football. This guy played Pacific 2020 and he still won the Canadian Cup. Oh my God.
First one in history, by the way. Canadian champion, Canadian championship.
We always together, so even in the locker room, every day we sit close to each other. So yeah, he's a good guy.
My man. Good to see you again.
Every team has an ambassador, and so I'm going to be an ambassador for TFC, which means I'll be at the launch pad quite often downtown, and that's a great place for kids to, they get the opportunity to hang out, play, and just have fun.
And joining us today is Lukas. So he's from the TFC. He's going to be helping us with some drills, giving us some really cool techniques, and overall we're all going to be a bunch of better basketball and soccer players. That sound fun? Yeah. Sweet? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Good try. Oh, there he is. It's Mbappe Jr. Oh! Got it! You guys are good at everything. Oh! Stick to soccer. Stick to football.
Hear me, hands on your shoulders. If you can hear me, finger in front of your mouth. Beautiful. All right, so.
Danny, I'm gonna sing you a song.
Hold on, wait. We also have our thank yous, but we also have a gift for him.
Whoa!
We also have a gift, so just for Luka, here you go.
Thank you, guys.
Part of the family.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on right now. Thanks, guys, for having me.
One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us!
Yeah! All right, let's do the cheer.
Okay, you're gonna lead us in, right? Okay.
Come on.
1, 2, 3. LOC! 4,000! Family! 71!
See you. Good to see you. Good to meet you guys. I saw some quality there. I saw some quality, so keep it up, man.
Thank you.
I always tell people the best time that I ever had was playing just 7v7 with my friends. No pressure, nobody watching. You're just out there having fun. And so for kids to be able to do that and just enjoy it, in a good environment, I think that's very inspiring. I think overall, my story and everything that I've been through, Toronto's given me so much in terms of reigniting my passion for football, giving me a place to play, giving me a home. And after being away for 3 years, coming home, it really does feel like home. In any way that I can give back to the football community, and I know how much football has given me in life in terms of traveling, opportunities, a career. So yeah, I want to share that with as many people as possible and show them that now, if hopefully in the future, if you go to a place and you say you're Canadian, that they respect you for that in the footballing world.